Hey gang, I got the newest super session from Lawson's here. Number 4, Centennial. This was just canned 10 days ago. Just picked it up. Excited to try it. Because the other super sessions, I don't know, they're okay. The Amarillo one is pretty good. Didn't really like the Mosaic one. I guess I've only had a couple of them. I haven't had the Citra. But they also always seemed a little sweet to me, and Centennial just seems to be a little bit more of a bitter hop. And it's pretty warm today. This can was not fully chilled. That's why I have this this frosted glass. In the summertime, I'm not against frosted glasses because I want to experience my beer while it's cold for most of it. So I'm kind of against it, I guess, if it's wintertime and you're drinking a style that's supposed to warm up and you put it in a frosted glass. That's just kind of stupid. But I don't think it's totally sacrilege. And it looks pretty good. The head doesn't look great because it's hot heat and humidity. It's always seemed to mess with the head. It smells like older times. It's not too in your face pine sap, but it's definitely got the pine, grapefruit, orange, but there's that, I guess it is like a unique woodiness that the Centennial has. It almost smells a little bit like a toasted malt or something. It smells pretty good. It's not hugely aromatic. It smells nice and clean, refreshing, and what I want right now. Definitely a little bit drier. And there's a hint of toastiness in the malt that's kind of combining with that sappy, woody quality from the Centennial that makes it seem almost a little bit maltier than maybe it is. It is, I don't know, it has a tinge of orange, deep gold to it, otherwise it's pretty pale. A very light body. It's nice, but there are probably a lot of breweries making session IPAs that are kind of like this, or that have done it, 5 years ago in the first the wave of session IPAs that were created back then, before every brewery had to use Citra and Mosaic. And before they were both extremely available. Citra is the most farmed hop in the world right now. But it's nice to return to things like this. It just kind of really resets my palate. Kind of a nice blast from the past to memories of drinking early session IPAs. Bitterness definitely builds up. The body is lighter than I remember thinking the super sessions were. I doubt they changed the grain bill for these. Maybe they do, but I'd be pretty surprised. There's almost an English quality to it, which you might think is ridiculous because it just makes me think of English. Like when brewers are making old-fashioned English IPAs, but using American ale yeast and using Centennial hops. But they're using, more British malts and stuff. Even though this is using, American ale yeast, Centennial hops, not British. But it has like a little bit of a toastiness and citrusiness that maybe it's sort of like a hybrid English, older-fashioned American IPA. But this is very, very easy to down. But nothing super special, honestly. But there's nothing wrong with it, really. Probably give it close to a 4. If you are a Centennial fan, it's definitely worth giving a try. There aren't too many beers that like this, I think, right now that are not super old-fashioned, West Coast in your face Centennial focused beers, kind of like Bell's Two Hearted. If you want a single hop Centennial beer, well, that one's really malty and very bitter in your face. This will give you lots of Centennial character, but not be too big and too bitter, too old-fashioned. That's it. Bye-bye.